45 minutes before he was getting ready to walk to the ring. Maybe he should have been working on some of his boxing skill in there.
It's disrespectful, right?
He was out. He was walking around. We just took a picture. So.
Okay.
Parade at 58, even with somewhere in there.
Yeah,
the
with
way
the shorter rounds, man, we can see a hell of a fight tonight.
Yeah.
And it's 40-year-old David Haye at that. Come on now. You know?
And your man is showing up. He said he wasn't going to make the same fight.
Yeah, he's showing up. You know, but I looked at Ray and I said, yo, he's nervous. And there's nothing wrong with nerves. And I think now he's finally starting to settle down in the ring. But the first round, I think he had a game plan and it didn't really go the way he wanted. The second round, I think he was a little shook from what happened to him in the first round, but he's starting to get a little more comfortable now with Joe Fournier.
Well, Fournier just hit a couple of right hands, and
I like
you know
that
what?
right
He actually has really good hair, and his hair's getting messed up, so that means that he's getting tagged, right, 50?
Yeah, that means it's getting rough.
Well, I like the double right hand right there from David Haye. And David Haye said, I know more than he can. I've been through more, and I know more in the boxing ring than he could ever learn. And you see that right there, him putting his hands down and bobbing and weaving like that right in front of Joe Fournier, and he's not able to hit him.
Well, Fournier is not shying away from going at his friend in David Haye. Now he switched to southpaw. Why he did that, I mean, now it's just showing me that he's trying to find some answers, that he might be a bit confused.
I think he's a little confused. I think he's trying to get comfortable in the ring, and David's not going to allow that. He's one of the best cruiserweights of all time. This is a tall feat, literally, for Joe Fournier, and I think David Haye's going to do exactly what he said he was going to do. Round by round, he's going to pick it up a little more, and he's going to look for a knockout a little later on in this fight.
Well, Joe Fournier was so confident, he said, listen, I got a private plane. I'm going to open up a club in Tulum on Wednesday, and I'm flying down there on Monday. The question is his face going to be all messed up? Will he have to wear some sunglasses in the club? And I'm not talking about your son. Reminds me of the fight when Floyd Mayweather fought Sean Bay Mitchell right on the eve of the Super Bowl. 50 might have even been there, and they were talking about who was going to win the Super Bowl, and Mayweather looks over and said, I think Steelers or something along those lines. And Fournier looks over at us, he goes, I'm fine, no worries, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe.
Exactly.
Glad to hear you're all right.
That's exactly what this is.
Round number 4, this one's scheduled for 8.
I like to tell people what the guy should do. Joe, you should try to use your jab and then be ready with some defense, because I believe that David Haye is at the point now where he's going to let his hands go a little more. And then if you're David Haye, I think David Haye's working as he should be. He's looking for the shots that he wants, and he's taking them when he can get them. A little misdirection right there, and with the juggling of the hands, and then right there. See
really
that? Body shot right there. It lands.
Do you think that David Haye is going to pick up the pace, 50, and go after him and try to knock out his friend to be like, listen, don't ever talk like that again?
You got to make him feel something.
You know? Sean, would you take that in sort of, if a friend challenges you, obviously you got a challenge against Terrence Crawford in a few months, but, you know, if a friend challenges you, even in a sparring match, and you want to put it on him?
I'm not fronting. Like, that's what happens.
All the
50
time.
said it. You got to make him feel something. I'm not saying hurt him. I'm not saying knock him out, but make him feel something.
Well, look at the CompuBox numbers. David Haye, 27 punches landed, and I'm sure that Joe Fournier's felt all of them, but also Fournier's landed 10 punches upon David Haye.
I'll tell you what, though, 50 come with a gym here and there. He said, yo, he got to feel something.
You got
He got to make him feel something.
Well, the one thing about 50 is that he's 100 all the time, and that's what I love about him. You know, what's that whole, the Instagram thing, the 100 thing, whatever, you know, on the Instagram story? That's what you do. We're halfway home. David Haye, Joe Fournier, here on Triller Fight Club. Those of alcohol here that I'm sure he's going to pop at some point, you know.
What's the name of it?
Yeah, what is it?
It's the King's Path.
The King's Path?
Yeah, Le Chemin Noir.
I
That's
love
why I
it.
put the King on.
That's smooth.
I think we need to have a toast really soon. I'm trying, you know.
Yeah, we're going to get it going.
You know, Sean don't need it. I wouldn't mind
We'll
it.
get
But,
Sean some ginger ale.
you know, we'll get Sean some ginger ale.
Yeah.
And right now we're on to round number 5. This one's scheduled for 8. It is Triller Fight Club here from South Florida. A jam-packed house here at the Seminole Hard Rock here in Hollywood, Florida. Great to be with all of you.
I tell you what, Ray, what
Yes.
you don't want to do with the guy who's got experience, David Haye, a guy who's got quick hands and a high intellect in the ring. David Haye, you don't want to give him the room that he needs to breathe, the room that he needs to think and work the way he's working.
Sean Wheelock, how do you have the fight thus far?
Ray, 4 rounds to none, 40-35, David Haye. 10-8 for the knockdown off of the jab in round 1, then 3 straight 10-9s. You know, coming into this fight, David Haye said there are levels to boxing. What we're really seeing is that upper level with defense. Other than the jab to the body, and Showtime, Sean, think about this. Joe Fournier is landing nothing on David Haye. David Haye is slipping. He's pulling back. He's elusive. When Fournier is targeting his head, he's landing on the arms, the forearms, the elbows, and the shoulders. Those are not scoring blows by the judges.
Agree 100%, Sean Wheelock. And the thing that I have to say is it's both guys. Fournier is not really fast enough to catch David Haye. And then guess what? David Haye's got some quick reflexes. They're still there. And he's able to see everything that Joe's bringing to him. And he's able to make Joe miss.
When I say this, though, Sean, the fact that Fournier's only 9-10-0, and he's only 9-0, and he's taking on a former cruiserweight and heavyweight champion, you don't necessarily graduate that fast. Yeah. And Fournier is, and he's in deep waters, but he's still up. So, and he only got knocked down once, so credit to him for surviving.
Definitely. And I think that
scheduled for a bucket list thing to cheers with 50 Cent, Ray Flores, Sean Porter on the 6th as David Haye in complete control against Joe Fournier.
Check this out. Joe Fournier put the hands up, and he's going at David Haye now.
Yeah.
Trying to work the jab. And like I said, he was going back to the corner, and I could tell by looking in his eyes that he knew he was in a real fight. And now he's gotten really serious about this fight.
Well, the fans are certainly serious as well, as they are definitely into the action and what is going on here at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And again, guys, credit to the entire Triller Fight Club team for moving the fight from Los Angeles to here in South Florida in just over a week. Oscar De La Hoya tested positive for COVID-19. We wish him all the best in a speedy recovery. Insert Evander Holyfield. Now we're here in South Florida, and this show is happening.
We've been in boxing for a long time. You can't move.
I've never seen anything like this. Never.
Never.
So, not that fast.
Yeah.
From one part of the country to another? Come on now.
Listen, Ray, you work for Triller. I'm here tonight.
Yes.
I'm tipping my hat to Triller for doing what they did. I mean, the way they were able to make this work has really worked out tonight.
I get, all the fuzzies inside in terms of how everyone was able to come together.
Yeah.
But right now, Joe Fournier is trying to come together because he's down by a significant margin, and he needs a knockout, guys, in order to win this fight.
Yeah. Hey, 50, I'm going to remind you of something that I said earlier. Remember, I said that when a guy doesn't do things consistently that he should do, it's a testament and a question to his physical preparation for the fight and also his mental fortitude in the fight.
Right.
We saw Joe Fournier come out, hands up, ready to fight, and as the clock ticked, the hands came down, he stopped being aggressive, and he ends up losing another round. We come back for more than a check.
Of course.
And for me, I'm gonna speak for myself. Like, I love that walk. Mm-hmm. When I get out of the car and I'm pulling up to the stadium, I love that walk. Right. So I gotta imagine that he feels really good right now.
Well, it's almost like those butterflies are back, right, Sean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Going under the lights again.
Yeah.
And 50 for you, what if it's, when you don't perform for a little while, and I mean, I'm just thinking ahead a little bit, if you were to do, I don't know, something like a versus battle and come back to the stage,
Not even with music. If you're close enough to the fighter, you feel those butterflies going to the ring also.
Why?
You're close enough to him, you feel like you're getting ready to fight.
That's fact.
Well, that's why I don't talk to Sean the day of the fight. I leave him alone. I'm like, Sean, how are you? How you doing? Are you okay? You good? All right, beautiful. Good luck. And right now, Joe Fournier, he needs some luck to be able to try to put out David Haye here in round number 7. This one's scheduled for 8. Do you think that David Haye's going to try to turn up the heat 50 and try to knock him out?
I think so. I think he got real comfortable with the way the style of the fight is going and leading.
Sean, what do you think so far? Is Haye just kind of trying to get some good work in right now?
It looks like Haye's trying to get some good work in. I can't procrastinate. I can't predict what's going to happen in this 8th round. I'll tell you what I'd like to see is David Haye really pick it up and put some heat on this guy, make him feel it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Make him feel it.
I got a feeling that's what he's going to do. But right now, I think he's just trying to fill out Joe to see what Joe's going to have left in that last round.
Joe right now, a lot of feints. Dino Spencer, the trainer of Joe Fournier, saying, give me something. Well, easier said than done against the former cruiserweight heavyweight champion of the world.
And guess what? The worst thing you can do with a guy with almost no experience is to get into a firefight.
True.
That's when you put a guy without experience in the fight.
True.
So
spoken from the champion himself, Shawn
But I want him to feel it.
Is he ready to go the full 8 rounds? Now they embrace, hey, that's a nice sign of sportsmanship. It appears as if the friendship will survive.
I want a haymaker.
You want a haymaker?
I want a haymaker.
Okay. Shawn Porter's calling for the haymaker from David Haye. We'll see if it happens.
I saw the feint. It looks like he's trying to set something up. So, hey, let's go.
And also, 50, we'll see if Joe Fournier decides to go for broke or if he's thinking about opening up his new club in Tulum next week.
Look at this. Look, no. David is not taking steps back. He's setting it up. We're going to get action. We may not get the knockout, but guess what? Joe Fournier is going to feel something.
Sean Wheelock, how do you have the fight?
Across the board, 70-62, 7 rounds to none for David Haye. You know, there's an idea that you can complicate judges by saying things like effective aggression and ring generalship. This is what judges are looking at, guys. This is what I'm looking at. Clean, effective punches to legal targets. Where are they for Joe Fournier? They're not there. Other than that jab to the body, it's Haye who is landing the clean, effective punches, and also Haye's defense is absolutely stellar. This is what a very good boxer looks like against a great boxer.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Garrett Cole would be proud of that scorecard of you, Sean Wheelock. I will say that myself. As now, final moments of the 8th. Between David Haye and Joe Fournier.
I want to piggyback off of what Sean Wheelock just said. When a guy comes out of retirement and fights the way that David Haye is fighting right now, this is perfect for David Haye. You controlled the action. You did what you wanted to do. You made it to the 8th round. Now, whatever I got left, I'm just going to use it and use it and use it. This dude had the reflexes, the defense. He threw the right punches at the right time. Performance from David Haye tonight.
Well, he shook off the ring rust, that's for sure. And we will head towards the scorecards between David Haye and Joe Fournier. That's the end of the fight. They embrace.